When the war ended, the silence was the loudest thing left. No birds, no engines, just the wind carrying the smell of burnt metal and dust. I was scavenging through what was once New London, though now it was nothing but collapsed towers and ash, when I heard something breathe, not the sound of a human gasp. It was deeper, almost melodic. I followed the sound through the rubble and found him. He was lying half-buried beneath a concrete beam, one arm twisted at an angle that made my stomach churn. His skin shimmered faintly, not human skin, but something like liquid silver with veins of faint blue light pulsing beneath. I should have screamed, should have raised my rifle, but I didn't. He opened his eyes. They were the color of twilight, violet and gold mixed together, and filled not with hatred, but sorrow. "Please," he whispered, "don't kill me." I hesitated. The war had taken everyone from me. My parents, my brother, my home. His kind had done that. But in that moment, I didn't see a monster. I saw someone who had lost everything too. I lowered my rifle and pulled the debris away. He was heavier than he looked. Every breath he took was ragged, every movement slow. I dragged him to my shelter, an old subway station hidden beneath the city. And for the next few days, I fed him what little food I had and cleaned his wounds. When he finally spoke again, his voice was softer. "You risked your life for me," he said. "I don't even know why," I answered. "Maybe I'm just tired of watching things die." He smiled faintly. "My name is Cale." That was how it began. Over the weeks, Cale grew stronger. He told me fragments of his story. He had been a scientist, not a soldier. He stayed behind when his people evacuated Earth, hoping to stop the destruction, but his warning came too late. "Your leaders thought we were invaders," he said one night as we sat beside a small fire. "But we were trying to stop something worse, the machines your own armies unleashed." I didn't know whether to believe him, but every word he spoke carried a weight I couldn't ignore. At night, he would stare at the broken skyline and hum quietly, as if speaking to stars. The soft glow of his skin illuminated the darkness, casting gentle waves of light across the walls. I should have been afraid, but I wasn't. One evening, I asked, "Why did you stay behind?" He looked at me, his golden eyes reflecting the dying fire. "Because I saw something worth staying for." I didn't know what he meant then. As the days passed, we began rebuilding what little we could. Using strange seeds from a pouch he carried, Cale planted a small garden near the river. They grew fast, plants with silver leaves and roots that cleansed the poisoned soil. "The earth can heal," he said. "It just needs someone to believe in it again." For the first time since the war, I saw something beautiful, something alive. We laughed sometimes, awkwardly at first, then freely. I taught him human words, and he told me stories of his world, where oceans glowed at night and the wind sang through crystal mountains. The way he spoke made it sound like a dream. And yet, I began to realize something impossible was happening. I was falling in love with him. But peace never lasts long in this world. One morning, we heard drones overhead, human patrols. They were hunting for survivors, and if they found Cale, they'd kill him on sight. He grabbed my hand. "You have to go," he said urgently. "They'll destroy everything if they find me. I'm not leaving you." I shouted, "You're the last of your kind." He looked at me sadly. "Then let me at least make sure you live." That night, as the soldiers surrounded the ruins, Cale stood in front of me, his body glowing brighter than ever. The air shimmered with energy. "Cale, don't!" I cried. He turned to me with a smile that broke my heart. "You showed me what mercy is, what love feels like. That's worth everything." A beam of light burst from him, forming a radiant shield around me. The world vanished in white. When I woke, it was dawn. The patrol was gone. The ruins were quiet again, but Cale was nowhere. In his place stood the garden, glowing faintly blue under the morning light. Every flower shimmered with the same pulse that once came from his veins. I fell to my knees and wept. I knew what he'd done. He had become part of the earth itself, giving it life again. Years have passed since then. The cities are still broken, but slowly green has begun to spread. I travel from place to place, planting seeds from that garden. Some people call them Kale's flowers. They grow wherever there's hope left. And sometimes when the sunset burns crimson and gold, I feel a warmth on my skin, a pulse like a heartbeat that isn't mine. Maybe it's just the wind, or maybe it's him. He was the last alien on Earth, and he chose me